Blaring Out Show.
This is the Blaring Out with Eric Blair show, and tonight we're here at the Playboy Mansion for the Marijuana Policy Project. And tonight the Dandy Warhols will be performing at the party. We're here with Courtney Taylor from the Dandy Warhols. You're going to be playing here tonight at the Marijuana Policy Project.
The project obviously is very important, and marijuana is just so important because it makes the world full of better artists. And that's, you know, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of reasons for people to have or need to smoke grass. It's you know, it's got medical purposes, and then there's the whole, you know, you can make anything out of hemp, which is, you know, a renewable resource, and that's kind of the most important aspect of it. And you know, there's just so many weird laws about it and stuff. It's just kind of silly.
I'm here with Zia McCabe of the Dandy Warhols. You're here at the Marijuana Policy Project.
Right.
Why is this important to you to be here and be a part of this at the Playboy Mansion tonight?
Well, I mean, what's gone down in the name of prohibition is tragic. It's tragic. And anything we can do to move this forward as fast as possible and get the, you know, collective voters to agree to just let it go, let this be legal, let's start reaping all the rewards of this legal revenue and, you know, everybody that can benefit from it. And if this is a way that we can play a small part in that, it's great.
Adrianne, now do you go by Curry still?
Yes, I go by Curry.
Okay, you kept your last name.
I did. I don't understand why just because a woman loves someone, they have to give up their identity. The only reason that started was that men can, you know, claim ownership over what was theirs, and I'm no one's. I just choose to be there, so I'm not changing my name, especially in this day and age. He might, like, dump me in 2 years. Is this coming off?
I didn't notice.
I think it is.
Really? Did it come undone?
It's just getting loose.
Now, tell me what is important about the Marijuana Policy Project.
Marijuana Policy Project is incredibly important. Most of the states that have medicinal marijuana wouldn't, if it wasn't for Marijuana Policy Project. I mean, they are going out there and re-informing the public about facts instead of propaganda set out there by, you know, clothing manufacturers that didn't want to be put out of business by hemp in the 1940s. That is why everyone hates marijuana. It's pretty stupid. So keep hating it and get someone else richer. That's
Now, have you known any friends or family members that have gained help from using marijuana medicinally?
I do, and that's why I'm really hoping that Illinois will pass its law soon. My mom's best friend, who's like my second mom, has stage 4 cancer. It used to be breast cancer, but now it's in her chest cavity and her lungs. And she doesn't want to smoke it, but she'd like to eat it because it would help her a lot. And, you know, she goes through the chemo treatments where they, you know, put that valve in you and they put that stuff, I forget what it's called, but it burns your veins and stuff. Yeah, it's like, come on, really? I'm sorry, but if someone's dying, whatever the hell they want, give it to them. If you want heroin, there it is.
Hal Sparks.
Yes.
The comedian,
yes.
The man, the myth, the legend,
yes.
Here at the Marijuana Policy Project at the Playboy Mansion.
Right.
Wow.
Yes.
Tell me about it. Tell me why you're here to support this.
I'm a big proponent of legalization. I'm not a user. I'm on the board of the MPP for, you know, as their kind of celebrity outreach guys, and mainly because I believe in legalization, and I've never even touched a drop of alcohol. I don't use of any sort. But I do understand that being sensible about drug policy means the decriminalization of marijuana to start with, and then honestly lighter regulations or overall freedom for personal drug use of all kinds. So it's I think it's a liberal issue, it's a conservative issue, it's a libertarian issue that I think people are finally finding common ground on. And I think the fact that I'm not a user, and not only am I not a user, have I never used, but I never will, I think gives me kind of a unique voice on the whole kind of thing. You know, I get to be an intelligent outside voice, and because the truth is, a lot of times the problem is all the guys who smoke, who are, you know, part of MPP or are part of the movement, always sound like to the kind of regular crowd, like they're just arguing for their own rights. Yeah. Look, I just want to get stoned in my basement without somebody fucking with me, you know, and that's what it sounds like. No matter how like sedate and intelligent their argument is, they're all going to sound like they're just arguing for their own personal freedom to just get high.
Yeah.
I get to throw a monkey wrench in that whole system and go, look, this is just being a sensible human being at this point, you know. And I come from Kentucky originally. #1 cash crop in Kentucky is marijuana. Everybody will tell you it's tobacco and idiocy. I guess those are our two big exports. But you know, but pot really is the big one. The whole every cornfield in that state or every tobacco field looks like a donut from the air. It's light green on the outside and the center this deep green hash with all these FBI keep out signs around, basically. And a lot of people's lives would be saved, and a lot of family structures and stuff wouldn't be wrecked if they just stopped locking people up for personal use pot. I mean, it's a waste of prison space. It's a waste of taxpayer dollars. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of courts. It's stupid.
Blairing out with Eric Blair. This is Eddy Lepp, and you are here at the Marijuana Policy Project because you got busted.
Actually, I think I'm here because I got convicted. Yeah, I'm supposed to turn myself in July 6th for 10 years.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I suppose, you know, they seem to have selected me to make an example of, you know, which is understandable. They said something to the effect, you know, that they were trying to cut the head off the snake, and, you know, the judge seemed kind of proud that she had turned me into a martyr, and the prosecuting attorney said he'd never seen anyone try so hard to put themselves in prison as I'm standing with tears running down my eyes saying, please don't send me. But, you know, they referred to me as America's most famous pot grower, and, you know, it's the largest marijuana bust in the world history for medical marijuana, and it's the largest individual bust in the history of the DEA, medical marijuana aside. It's the largest individual bust they've ever made. So,
How is the Marijuana Policy Project going to help you, or how do you hope it's going to help you?
well, so far they haven't done a thing, so I'm curious to see what they're going to do. They had a chance for 5 years to donate money to my legal fund and everything, and they haven't yet, so hopefully they'll stand up and give us some money to help with my appeal.
Well, Eddy, we wish you the best. I hope everything turns out okay for you.
Thank you so much.
Blairing out with Eric Blair Show, and we're here at the Playboy Mansion for the Marijuana Policy Project, and we're here with the amazing, legendary Don Bolles, drummer for the Germs.
Oh,
That's you, Don.
that's the same one, I guess.
Now, Don, tell me, how did you find out about the Marijuana Policy Project?
I just thought that this is for a marijuana thing.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, not too long ago, Don, actually not too long ago, the police pulled Don over because they thought he was carrying drugs in some canisters, and it ended up not to be drugs.
Well, yeah, you're right. It was a bottle of Dr. Bronner's peppermint liquid, you know, Castile soap. Great soap.
Yeah.
Terrible drug.
Jonathan Wilson, what brings you out here to the Marijuana Policy Project tonight, and what is important about it?
Well, basically, like, I think that, like, the fact that that it's even an issue is just, you know, is personally, you know, like, to me is like, is dumb. I think it's a joke, and basically, yeah, I just came to, like, support that.
And we're here with Fairuza, Balk, and Steven, and you are here tonight at the Marijuana Policy Project. Now, what is important about this event to you?
Well, I don't smoke pot myself. I wish I could. I get anxiety, but I really believe in its legalization because of its value medically. There's a couple people in my family who have very serious illness, and were it not for marijuana, they would basically be incapacitated, because as much as Western medication is absolutely valid and important, it does, in terms of pain medication, has a lot of side effects and can be really detrimental in the long term. And marijuana has been proven for cancer, for AIDS, for so many different things to really, really help. And it's just absurd to me that it's not legal, already, you know? So even though I don't smoke it, I'm very much behind it. It's something that comes out of the earth. I mean, it's kind of like, I feel that man is very arrogant to say that anything is illegal that comes out of the ground, because it's the same place we're from, you know? So anything that I can do to help, and you know, I'll do, and they asked me to host tonight, so I'm about to run on the stage.
The Blairing Out Show.